the Game of Thrones, you win, you die.
Sobes! Dohayas Vega! Sobes!
King Viserys of House Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals, and the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm.
The realm will soon tear itself apart. If men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his rightful heir.
You will regret this.
Dracarys! No!
The Riverlands recognize the authority of the named heir Queen Rhaenyra and your own.
Oh, sorry. I'm here.
I just, I'm at the point where I am a 31-year-old attorney who spends 10 is probably fair, 10 hours a day working on stuff that makes my life progress. And I spent 2 hours 2 weeks ago working on a video for our opening here, and it's wildly better than anything HBO has put out this year or this season for House of the Dragon season 3.
There you have it. Right out of the gate, I didn't even get a greeting. I didn't get a hello. I didn't get how was your fourth. The first thing was
the first thing was the biggest load of BS. I mean, there have been 2 terrible episodes, but let's not conflate the two. How was your fourth, buddy? I saw a video of you with a very impressive wooden item in your hands. Taking some shots, and I thought it was a pretty interesting video.
a wooden item.
Yeah, a good old musket.
Oh, you saw that? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I pull out the Civil War rifles and pack them bad boys with some good old black powder and blast those things off on the 4th. And yeah, a lot of fun doing that.
It looked fun. Looked like see, I was scrolling through my phone and I saw you hanging out with X-Wing, and it's just really funny. I was scrolling through and I didn't see any sort of, hey, Kings, you want to come down to Orlando and hang out with me and X-Wing? I didn't see anything.
I didn't.
Wow.
You know what? I didn't know that was an option.
I mean, it wasn't, but it just,
Then what are you griping about? Gripe about the show.
Oh, we will.
No, fourth was good, man. Fourth was a lot of fun. America 250th. It's still going on.
Yeah, right.
We are competing with the World Cup right now. USA.
Yeah, let's beat those waffle makers.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
I saw people trying to find slurs for Belgians, and I think waffle maker is the best I got.
Waffle maker.
What's up, chat? Oh, my fourth was excellent. I woke up, I watched 1776. Beautiful play. William Daniels does a fantastic job of playing John Adams. Then I did a good old declaration reading on here on stream. It was very good.
Wow.
What did I do after that? I watched The Patriot again. I've watched The Patriot 3 times last week.
Fantastic
yeah.
movie.
And the 2 pre-decoration episodes of John Adams. Those are always must watches on HBO. If you haven't, says as we speak about HBO, if you have not watched the John Adams show on HBO, you need to watch it.
That's Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti. It does a fantastic job.
Yeah. Yep. I'll put that on the list.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
I have not.
Ooh, chat. You too, y'all. You haven't watched it? Watch it, guys.
Well, let's get into it, man.
Speaking of chat,
the chat's blowing us up.
Yeah, blowing us up.
Super chat out of the gate, breezy.
Yeah. Well, I think just first off, I want to say hello to Gas Station Burrito with just a beautiful profile picture. Just chef's kiss. And Breezy with 2, I think he's trying to troll me.
You think that's
because
sarcasm?
It's gotta be. He's not an idiot. That's the thing. Like, he's not stupid, so it's gotta be sarcasm. But he says he really enjoyed this episode. We'll see. And of course, the incredible, the beautiful, Wicked Virtue. Kings, why do you have all the sad scenes in here? Oh, look, because clearly the only thing HBO is good at actually writing anymore are sad scenes.
He thinks the whole show is sad.
I mean, it's pretty pathetic. It's sad and pathetic.
Compared to what, still here?
I hope so. She does say she still needs to watch this episode.
Okay, so that's what I was looking for. She needs to watch this episode. So
yeah. Gassage Burrito says more of a boring filler episode, but at least we're getting to see how horrible of a queen she is. So here's the problem with this is, I mean, we're not. Like, yeah, boring filler episode, which means there are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 8. I don't know. I went to law school, not math school. That's 13 episodes.
I can't believe you're not giving
episodes.
I can't believe you're not giving her any kind of a break.
And when I say that she's not a horrible queen, we're not seeing her as a horrible queen. We're seeing her as like over her head. Like she's not good at the job. But also it's like day 1. So
it's day 1. That's exactly what do you expect her to do? Solve world hunger on day 1?
No. And that's what I'm saying. We're supposed to see that she's a bad queen, but not that she's a bad manager. She's an evil queen. She kills people. Oh, she fed them rats. She kills people. Where? Oh, and she's supposed to cut herself, so I guess all we're going to do is make her have her period.
What?
Dude, no. I sat here last week. Wow, I thought we were going to have an issue tonight. I thought we weren't going to be able to talk a lot, but you know what? Buckle up. I sat here last week and said there were several things that I did not get to see that I wanted to see. One of them was she didn't cut herself. She was supposed to sit on that Iron Throne and cut herself. It was supposed to be a symbolic refusal of the throne to accept her as queen. It's written in multiple. Bro. Literally, the second she touched the throne, she was supposed to cut herself. But no, we get to see her have her period.
We don't see it, first of all.
Well, I'll give you that. She grabbed some pads to put them up there. We're gonna ignore that. Kings is the guy who is busy but gets mad he ain't invited. I don't get mad. I just get disappointed.
It's had some serious FOMO.
It's very much FOMO. It's very much. I mean, it was a bit hot for me to go outside anyway. I don't do very well in the heat. This. What'd you think of this? Ulf wanted to choose Targaryen as his last name, and they're like, no.
Absolutely not.
That
That's funny.
It was very funny. And it worked too. It worked very
Yeah.
well. Wicked says, no, she's not still here.
She also said something else is right on point.
I figured I'd have at least an hour before Kings lets you guys start talking about the episode.
Bingo.
35 minutes.
Just this episode, though.
Yeah. Okay. And Schick says hello. I think that is a record for being late. Hello, all. Being late. Who's late?
I think. Hold on. I'm looking for it in the chat. Somebody said something that I thought was spot on. I think it was Breezy. Well, one, Breezy says, I'm loving this season so far, other than some of the changes made from the books. That's a fair point. If you take
some of,
I can't win with you.
Well, look, so Brent Dismuke just said it. The book is told by 3 unreliable narrators. There are always going to be changes. Here's the problem. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Well, probably you're right. Okay. The problem is that they started this by kind of telling us, look, we're kind of going down this way. She's probably not going. Rhaenyra's probably not going to be as evil as y'all. Some of y'all probably want her to, because we need to pick a side. But you didn't need to. They didn't need to pick a side. They also could have just decided that, okay, Mushroom's going to be right about this one, the Septum's going to be right about this one, and the Maester's going to be right about this one. They could have picked different perspectives for each event, but they didn't pick a single one. They just said it's all lies, and I, Ryan Condal, am going to make every decision because I have a tiny penis, and all I care about is what I want to do, and because I can do everything better than George. I actually have a letter from him that says that. Obviously, I'm kidding.
Notarized? You are a lawyer.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh.
Breezy goes on to say, I just think the folks saying this is trash are taking it too far. It's not amazing, but it's not Rings of Power bad. I'm with Breezy.
Oh.
I'm with Breezy. I think people are like, I don't know why that we're all tripped up over it, because it's not directly in line with the
so again,
the book. And the thing is, the book is like there's got to be some filler, right? Because from my understanding, if memory serves, the book, this whole series.
And a reminder, everybody, both of us have not read this story in like
years,
4 years,
years. But this part of that book was only pages, right?
It was actually a lot more. It was actually
like a chapter, right? It wasn't the whole thing.
I went back and looked. Oh, did we lose? Shit, did we lose me? No. Oh, I'm here.
What are you talking about?
Are we here?
Yeah.
Dude, both of us just rate. What's the little spinning disc?
Out?
Yeah. No, yeah, it just spinning disc supposed to. But yeah, I just buffered up both of us.
No, I got you on stream. You're good.
So I went back and looked. Now I don't have my paper copy with me. I have actually no idea where I put that. But the Audible copy that I have.
Yeah.
So there are like 7 sections of it on this. Okay. So if I go to title details,
I just know it wasn't very long. It's not like actually like a whole novel in one season. Dead air.
Okay, it's timing
You're
me.
still
It's
here,
like,
right?
there we go. I'm just gonna keep talking like I'm here, no matter what. Okay.
You were stuck there.
And if I interrupt you, okay.
I think you're
So
all right.
I've got the Heirs of the Dragon: A Question of Succession, which is probably most of season 1, just under 2 hours of reading it. The Dying of the Dragons, the Blacks and Greens, 46 minutes. The Dying of the Dragons, the Sun for a Son, 33 minutes. The Dying of the Dragons, the Red Dragon, the Gold, hour 10. The Dying of the Dragons, Rhaenyra Triumphant, hour 38. The Dying of the Dragons, something else with Rhaenyra, 139. The short set, the next part of the story, I'm trying not to make it obvious what happens.
Yeah.
The next part of the story, 45 minutes. And then the end of this story, which is the Hour of the Wolf, 48 minutes. Reading at a normal pace, that's like probably 70 pages. 70 to 80 pages. Like, this is extremely different from I mean, I would almost argue it's about the length of Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Like, I'd have to go back and look at my
but your argument though doesn't stand. Because that's one season, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, right?
Right.
We're on season 3.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to stretch that out,
but again, there's stuff that happens that we're not like. Why did we not see the sack of Templeton? Obviously, I know what the reason is. The reason is it's too expensive to film this stuff. HBO has got no money. That's why the first 2 episodes were the last 2 episodes of season 2 that they threw off because they cannot afford to do it because Warner Brothers is flat broke. That's why they need to be bailed out by Paramount. But that's the reason. But again, if you can't afford to make your TV show, you can't afford to do the show like it should actually be done. Don't do it.
Well, they're committed now.
Oh, yeah.
You got to finish it somehow.
And they could have easily done a lot. Well, okay, screw it. Let's start. Let's go ahead and start.
20 minutes, Wicked.
In the intro. Okay.
20 minutes.
What did you think of the music? I thought the theme song was wrong. Like it felt to me like there was a lot of drums at the very beginning. You know what I'm talking about?
I felt that's the way it's been all season.
Maybe I need to go back and listen to like I don't know, watch the first episode of Game of Thrones or something like that. And
I think you even made that comment like in our first stream, like when the theme song hit, it reminded me of the Battle of Blackwater.
Yeah,
Davos was like, "Oh, they want to play music? Okay, let's play music."
Well, so I remember that, but I'll go back and look. Yeah, so I definitely could tell that they added war drums.
Yeah,
but it seemed to me like these were like bigger, and if that's something they're doing, fine. I just wasn't sure, I guess. But we get to see Ormond Hightower here in all his majesty with his grand host of Hightowerians.
Yep.
And so we get to go about 5 minutes and see the first really dumb writing of this episode.
This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. I'm going to do my best to say, listen.
So all of the I loved, for the most part, Damon here. I thought he worked out pretty well. The problem is, and this is an incredible scene, right? And he's got no army behind him. That's another thing I think super cool. He's done is all he's done. Remember, Aegon had 3 dragons, and that's all he needed.
Yeah.
But Ormond shows up, tells him, "Fine, we'll give everything up." Oh, and you want to keep Darren?
Yeah. So I remember us talking about that in episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ormond makes an appearance.
Yep, with his little.
There's a redheaded.
Yep.
Dude with him. Which does Darren have red hair like his mom?
Well,
then I see the little kid in the green, the same type of clothes, and he's got blonde hair, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait. And I kind of sniffed it out that I didn't think that was Darren because I just kept thinking. I remember seeing a glimpse of him. He had red hair.
Yeah.
So, but we know that as viewers, but Damon doesn't know that.
Well, yeah, Damon. None of them have seen him, and I mean, well, remember Damon and Rhaenyra, they lived on Dragonstone,
right?
So they didn't even see Aegon or Aemon with the. They were. It was basically like seeing your cousins on Christmas,
right?
Well, that's what they were. But this was what I thought was so dumb, and why it just does not make any sense. Daemon says, "Give me your ward, Darren Targaryen," and Ormond says, "Okay." And Daemon doesn't say anything like, "Oh, by the way, the nuclear bomb that you have, we'll take that too."
Well, the dragon
just leaves the dragon.
Rider.
Just leaves the. No, it's not.
The dragon is not going to attack without the rider.
Nope, not true.
That is
not true. So all those
dragon
sheep,
attack.
All those sheep that Sheepsealer has been stealing throughout the Vale,
not armies.
No, sorry, buddy. You literally leave, dude. Damon has spent months, really days. He's only seen Rhaenyra for probably like 7 days in the last year. But has spent multiple times saying, "You have a dragon. You have 8 dragons. You have powers the gods have never known." And he leaves one of those things just with the enemy.
I don't think he feels like that dragon is any threat. Okay, I'm going to stand on my own.
Dragon's a dragon.
He feels that dragon. Look how pipsqueaky that dragon is. It is not a threat. Look at the 3 behind Daemon. They have to kill Darren, and then somebody else can claim that dragon.
So why doesn't he keep the dragon? Why doesn't he bring the dragon with him so they can kill Darren and put someone else on the dragon?
Because Darren is going to remain alive. There's no point.
Darren isn't there. And why does Daemon, a Targaryen who has been around dragons his entire life, knows exactly how dragons interact with their masters, with their dragon herders, the little guys here around them with their little sticks, armies, all that, knows exactly how they interact, not go, really weird that I'm taking this dragon's rider and he's not doing a damn thing. Really weird. He walks away from Caraxes and Caraxes flips the fucks out. Sorry, Cyrax. And he flips the fuck out.
But where's Darren now? Why isn't the dragon going bonkers? Because Darren's nowhere.
Because Darren's probably sitting behind him going, "Hey, calm down. It's okay. I'm actually right here."
Okay, but you're adding to something that we don't see.
Thank you,
and trying to make a point. Like how do we know that thing is going to attack? How do we know Damon feels like this little dragon's not a threat right now? I'm just saying.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that says.
I know, but you're like you're telling me now. I'm supposed to think. Darren just is standing behind it, calming it down. You can't say the dragon will go nuts without the rider and then go, okay, but he's probably standing there. So,
hey, do you remember that time that Rhaenyra had like 40 of her bastard relatives stand in front of a dragon and say, "Hey, maybe I might want to ride you," and that dragon burned all of them alive?
Yes, I do.
And that wasn't
How many
a
dragons
dragon.
have we seen execute a strategic attack against a military engagement? Thank you. That's my point. Like, there's no
4 divide by 3.
Carry the 1.
6.
You've seen a riderless dragon attack a military?
I've seen 2 riderless dragons attack the military.
When? When have we seen that?
Hey, do you remember a Game of Thrones?
Oh, okay.
Oh! And he's right!
He's going to pull that card. That is the biggest stretch ever. Dude.
I'm going to get a text from Lee. Dude, he's so fucking annoying. So you like this scene, huh?
I do. I like the deception. I mean, I sniffed it out. I mean, I didn't say I I knew exactly what was going on, but I just kept remembering, like, I thought that dude was redheaded, and you could tell, what's his name, Ormond Hightower. Like, you could kind of tell he gave in a little too quickly. Just like, oh yeah, sure. Like, okay, I don't.
Oh, but there's 3 giant dragons behind him.
But he's an arrogant prick, so I feel like he would act a little bit more. But I sniffed it out. I could tell he was up to something, because when we saw him in the first episode, he walked out. I don't remember exactly what the dialogue was, but he walked out and he started talking to these people, and he was just like, ugh, like, you people stink. And then he pulled out his perfume or something, so he sniffed that.
Which he was wearing again in this too.
Yeah, the little thing was dangling him at his waist. Yeah. Nobody clipped that, please.
Not too bad.
But yeah, I mean, that was character development. You look at him and hear him, and you're like, this guy's he's a dude.
Hey, don't you think the fact that we have 13 episodes left and there's like probably 5 battles that still need to happen, and half of these characters actually need to be dead before like half of next season, don't you think it's a little late to have character development?
I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna trust the process.
Listen to Donald Trump, man.
Should he have taken Ormond out? Probably. Behead. You know, you take off the head of the snake. But
I think he should have just brought the damn dragon home.
I don't think he had the ability to.
You know, that's a good point. He
didn't have any of the, what are those people called again? Those dragon keepers. No dragon keeper on the ready.
There's 3 of them right here. Those dudes in sackcloth, those are dragon keepers. And Ormond has just pledged every single person on this field.
Okay, so
to Rhaenyra Targaryen.
He could have gotten it. So they're gonna walk, because none of them are riders, right?
One of them walked to the King's Landing from Doubletown, which is a lot farther than they are right now.
We can argue this point all night, but
Dude, I ain't going anywhere.
I think we need to accept what is, for whatever
reason. That Ryan
Condal
has a tiny pee-pee, and he wants everything to do whatever he wants.
All right, I'll agree with that. But it plays out into the story. I don't think there was any. It didn't bother me none that he didn't do anything with the dragon. It didn't. Not me. Yeah, that's correct. 5 left this season, 8 next.
So
correct. Okay, Dingus. Caraxes could carry that dragon. Sure.
Oh, dude, I thought you were being a dick and calling him a dingus.
No, it's his name.
Right, but I wasn't looking at the screen.
James Bond would absolutely be a Lannister.
James Bond? Nah.
Yes, he would.
No, because I don't think James Bond would be a top house. I think he'd be like...
Well, he's an orphan, so But the question is, would he be a Lannister? Are you saying like of anything, any possibility? He would definitely fit right in with the Lannisters.
Oh, I'll give you that. I would.
Likes the finer things in life. He's very clever.
See, I think he'd be closer to a Baratheon. Hightower. No, I think he'd be a Baratheon.
High Garden. What are they? Tyrell.
The Tyrells are two. Hey, look at me. Are two.
Oh yeah. Fair.
So we got Rhaenyra here, kind of learning all the bad news. She gets a whole lot of bad news almost immediately.
Yeah. She's at the Red Keep. She's got the throne, and it's in utter chaos. They sabotage the place, meaning we find out that the gold is gone. Now, my question to you is, are we to believe that Clubfoot and Aegon took half of it? Half of the throne's gold?
Like in those scenes where we saw them in a week ago? No.
Yeah.
So Clubfoot with, I guess, probably the works of
anticipated this
Lannister, sent it away. I don't think it's a attempt to show like him stealing from the throne.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely scheming, but I think it's scheming for Aegon, not for himself. In that one case, because I would argue that about 98% of what Clubfoot does is for himself.
Yeah. Anyway, so we get Rhaenyra. She's introduced to fake Darren.
Yep.
And Darren won't speak.
First,
I was like, did this kid get his tongue cut out for the sake of this deception? Because the kid's not speaking.
Also, how many times is she going to tell everyone she's Viserys' chosen heir?
As many times as it takes until it sinks in, Kings, because clearly you don't even believe it.
Well, I watched the episode. I'm starting to doubt it. So this is I genuinely, and I don't know if it's just because of how Ryan and them have kind of chosen to show Rhaenyra as a bad queen.
Right.
Assuming if this is the level of badness we're going for, not what I was expecting for Rhaenyra.
No, but I'll give you that. I thought this, first off, it was all Rhaenyra. This was Rhaenyra.
Yeah, it was her POV. And I think this is the first time we've had a POV episode.
We didn't get any of Aemon.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get any Aegon. We got nobody else but Rhaenyra, and directly her POV for the entirety of the episode.
Literally, with the exception of the very beginning with David, but every other scene is also. I'm jumping ahead. I know if I have to hear the White Worm speak one more time, dude, it's so annoying.
And I really thought I kind of. Based on our conversation and our past streams, I'm expecting this evil queen to emerge, this real violent, this non-caring, this self-absorbed, it's all about me, I don't care who's in my way, mad king, queen type
very
stuff.
sort of like a mad, I know 100%.
But I didn't get that.
Nope. And again, I don't know if this is them. Excuse me. I don't know if this is them choosing to just make her not good at her job as queen, and instead of her being the mad queen. But if this is, like I was saying, if this is the level of bad, it's not enough. And this, I would say, is the very first time I watched Emma Darcy in an episode and went, holy shit, you're bad. I couldn't do it. I mean, the thing that kind of sucks about it is
the writing is bad.
It's the writing. It's definitely the writing.
Because she's been phenomenal.
She's doing a good job with what she's given. You know, it sort of has like a George Lucas vibe to it, where you got these people doing a good job with what they're given.
Yeah.
But part of the problem is it really seems like they are, again, I'm going to say it one more time. It really seems like they are choosing to make this the level of bad that she's going to be. And the people are just going to revolt because she's not good at her job, not because she's skinning people and feeding them to her dragons and doing all this evil stuff. I actually don't think she's seen anyone. I can't remember if she does, but she does some really, really terrible shit. And I mean, she's been in charge of King's Landing for a week now, and the worst thing she's done is killed Otto Hightower.
And the other guy.
The other guy, I mean, he was trying to sexually assault someone, so that's not really a bad kill.
Right, yeah, he deserved it. Otto just conspired against the throne, and
I mean, Otto committed treason. He absolutely deserved it.
Yeah,
I mean, you're 100% right.
He's cool, you know.
But it's just that's the worst thing she's done so far.
Right. So we have her here meeting Darren.
Yeah.
And Darren doesn't speak. Then they move into the council room, the council chambers.
Mm-hmm.
And she has no counsel.
Yeah, because she doesn't like the counsel she had in.
They betrayed her.
Yeah. Well, and what's sad about it is they didn't. They really didn't. They just sat there and they did
Jace's orders.
But that's just what Sir what's his face did. The rest of the council was just like, hey, look, Rhaenyra, I don't know about this, Rhaenyra. Like, how do you know that? A very logical thing. How do you know that Alicent's telling you the truth? Give us a reason beyond, well, she was in love with my daddy. Give me a reason beyond that.
Right. To
trust her. And she couldn't provide them with a reason, so she hates them for that.
Yeah.
And I saw someone tweet out in regards to this episode that we can't sit here and complain about girl bosses who never have any struggles, and then complain about the female character that ends up with a bunch of struggles. The problem is the writing of these struggles is terrible. Like, it would make 100% sense to have. Honestly, I would rather her end up being like a Cersei level character, just screaming at the people, where's the money? Where's this? Kill this person. Sort of like how Cersei did in season 6 or 7, where she dealt with Iron Bank, she dealt with the Tyrells. That's what I was hoping to see. Just a lot more evilness.
We get a little glimpse of that with the High Lords and Ladies.
Yes, that is honestly, for me, I think that's the height of this episode.
You gotta like that little maneuver on her,
especially because I didn't see it coming. Like, seriously, did not see that coming. I thought this was, I mean, and partly because I may not have been paying attention. Okay, again, dude, that is 35 minutes into the episode. So it doesn't take a lot for a Game of Thrones episode to get me.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't, it drags for me. And for it to take 35 minutes to really kind of become interesting, and for her to start doing something interesting and not whining, it's just the whininess just really took me out of this episode.
From Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra. I was hoping for a little bit more from Alicent and Helena, and then let me see where our next scene is real quick. Hang on.
So from the council, she makes her way to Alicent and Helena's chambers.
Yeah,
and people are pestering her along the way. Where's this? Where's that? What do we do with this? What do we do with that?
This would have been a perfect. So you've read the books. You've also watched the original show several times, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember?
You mean Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Do you remember when you went back the first time and rewatched it after season 8, and you could kind of see, oh, she does kind of go a little crazy here. Like you knowing that's where Daenerys ended up, that you could kind of see the writing on the wall.
Yeah. You
So
can see
this for me would have been a perfect spot to have that sort of freak out. That
like she
shut
just,
up.
Yeah, loses her cool
That
for a hot second.
just a quick little and then guys, we'll deal with this in a little bit. I'm so sorry for my reaction, but I just need something to tell me that y'all are going to make her. And again, if you're not going to make her an evil queen, a mad queen, then just make her a girl boss. Then make her incredible at her job and make the people overthrow her.
How do I say this without coming across I'm not trying to sound like a jerk here, but when I went through the episode, the things that were happening to her, everything about her being a woman was working against her.
What do you mean by that?
So she's supposed to be this strong, woman. And then bingo right there, right? Everything that she's trying to be this dominant ruler, right? Forget I don't even want to say king or queen. She's trying to be this ruler. Like my father picked me to be heir for a reason because I could do this. And then it's like, I got to sit on the throne. Oh, I'm bleeding. I have cramps. I can't do it. I'm uncomfortable, and they're trying to nurse that and all that stuff. All that's working against her. And people will see that and they're going to start sniffing out. See, this is why we shouldn't have a woman on the throne. And this is why it should be a guy, and Damon would have done this, as she gets that thrown at her, those types of things. So everything that she's doing, her femininity, her being a woman is working against her right now. I don't know if that was by design, but that's just something I picked up. And I'm not saying...
Got it. Lee says women cannot have it all.
I'm not...
Understood.
See, I knew that was going to come out weird, but piece it all together. It's just...
No, I mean, and that's a really good... And again, Dingus, I think you're both right here. That... and as I look at this scene and see that, and remember that, we get like 20 minutes later, we find out that she's on her period. Like this kind of, I look at this in a different way. The problem is that if you're watching a television show, then you shouldn't, in the middle of watching it, you really shouldn't have to go back in your head and go, oh, okay, all this makes sense.
Yeah.
About things like that. Now, when you have something like, and I'll use the thing from Game of Thrones with John being Aegon Targaryen and all that kind of stuff. Like that's different when you hear that or you see it in Bran's vision. And then you go back and kind of remember what Ned says, and then what the way that wow, it's been a little long for me. What's his name?
What are you getting at? Who did what?
You start kind of putting all these other things together from the past seasons. Like that, that sort of like aha works. But when your aha moment is, oh, that's why she's being bitchy.
Yeah.
Like it's just not great. It's not good writing. I mean, this writing room just
it's a slippery slope.
This writing room just seems really incompetent right now.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, but it's just I started picking up on that stuff, and it's like,
So now we get to the there's got to be a joke in here somewhere. 3 women and I would think about it. But we get to the conference of the women.
Trying to make a joke.
Yeah, I was trying to be a little sexist. Well, sometimes it's fun. So you get Alicent, Helena, and Rhaenyra. And Alicent, again, the last 2 episodes, Alicent has been one of the more entertaining parts to see because she's been actually doing stuff. Especially, I think last episode was still really good. Like, I enjoyed watching her actually try to get stuff done last week. So she's, kind of defending everything here, everything that they've done. Have I not done this? Have I not done this? Everything you've asked me to do, I've done. Aemon is gone. There's literally one thing that's not done, and it's not my fucking fault because I didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And it really kind of...
I was going to say, Breezy hits the nail on the head here. And that last comment, because that's when I started paying attention to the whole, wait a minute, here's this woman-man tone here. When Alicent says, don't blame me for what men did. And that's what I was like, okay, what's going on here? What are we doing? And then you start seeing some of these things. You start piecing this stuff together.
Maybe I need to rewatch this episode. So I was late.
Yeah, you were. I got that text.
I was sitting there kind of scrolling through my phone. And I went, I have a text message. And I opened my phone, and it was a group text talking about how shit the episode was. And I was like,
that I'm not part of, by the way. I have no idea.
They're different people. You don't need to know about them, I promise.
Thank you.
I promise your life is better. I promise. And I went, oh shit, it's 10:07. Yeah, so I watched it from like 10:30 to 11:30. Well, maybe I'll rewatch it and have a different opinion, but for now, I'm just really annoyed. The vast majority of anything interesting I think that happens in this episode happens at dinner. And maybe that's just because I'm overweight, but we'll figure it out. So the Council of the Women, nothing really comes out of it. She does her whole, you will not be uncomfortable.
You see, that's kind of motherly. That's kind of,
They're the same age.
I'm just saying. That's how she's approaching
you are
queenship.
32 years older than me. Not really. If I walked up to you and started talking to you like your father, you would flatten me. I got friends of mine that are the exact same age within like a week of me. If I started talking to them like their father, they would slap the shit out of me. They're friends just because they've hated each other for 6 months. Because remember, it's only been like 6 or 8 months.
Right.
Also, I love that this is where I stopped. Hang on, let me I need to screenshot this. Give me 1 second, because this is glorious. Wait for it. That's something. I don't know what it is yet, but that's going to be something.
Those eyes.
Yeah, maybe I'll send it to Ryan and tell him, hey, y'all just might need to use this. I don't know how, but you might just need to use this. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Dingus, you're a swell guy.
I like Dingus.
So Helena just wants to go get her chickens. And then, of course, we get to listen to this woman talk.
So did you watch the behind the scenes at the end of it?
Hell no. Why? Is she talking it?
Yes.
The same accent?
No.
Really? Okay. So this is Ryan Condal just trying to piss me off even more. BTS.
I was wondering if you knew what kind of accent she was trying to do in the show. Is that supposed to be just like an island accent? I don't even know where she's from.
Here we go. Inside the episode. Hey, I just want to hear her talk for a second. I think MDRC kind of sounds very much like she does in the show.
Yes, she does.
I'm always intrigued of how they film this stuff. Like how do you do these behind the scene things? Because like they just showed Allison and Olivia Cook is dressed up not like Olivia Cook in this, but like late season 1 Olivia Cook.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not finding her speaking anywhere. Was it early in the video?
I don't recall.
I'm really gonna find this. This is 22 hours ago. I mean, this is the one. So we go from here to
she's scheming with the White Worm to say, go find some information. You're the mistress of whispers. I need some more information. We got to find this gold. We got to find these people who are stockpiling stuff. I want all the information, right? So she sends her on her own little special mission. Then Rhaenyra makes it to the throne room because we know from earlier in the episode they don't even have enough money to do a coronation. Mm-hmm. And she's adamant about playing
this. This is when she almost runs over the I guess walks over the rat, right? So does she almost walk over the rat right here as she's getting ready to come in and talk to the High Septum?
I thought it was as she left.
Was it? Okay. I mean, either way. So here's a big issue. So and again, this is something that a book reader's not going to really see, but I'm sorry, a non-book reader is not really going to see. But we have likely another character eliminated from the show. The Shepherd. The Shepherd was a begging brother and a prophet who basically helped lead the revolt against Rhaenyra. And he's like the one who got all of the Faith Militant. I guess they probably weren't Faith Militant at that time. To do something. Again, I'm not trying to really ruin anything, but if Dragon's not there, if Shepard's not there, then this thing can't happen. Or they have to have someone else do it. And the thing that annoys me is, I'm one of those guys that loves history. I love seeing the entire Game of Thrones. It's just the War of the Roses. It's all of this stuff, which is why it's annoying that it's not done yet, because George should have just done it by now. But the Shepherd, and he uses this kind of revolutionary faith character throughout his stories. He's got the Shepherd here in this story. He's got the High Septum in Game of Thrones, the one played by the famous British actor. Remember which one I'm talking about? You talking about the guy in sackcloth?
Yeah,
white hair.
I mean the dude from that cult that came in.
Elizabeth Swann's father.
Yeah. The
High Sparrow.
Sparrow. He was he was part of that radical cult.
Yeah, he was in charge of the Faith Militant. So all of these stories, and I think there's like 2 or 3 more throughout Fire and Blood, and then probably soon to be Blood and Fire. They're all a retelling of the Bonfire of the Vanities, which, if you don't remember, is the destruction of the vanities that the Dominican friar Savonarola, however you say his name, did just after he successfully kicked the Medici out of Florence. and all of this art, Renaissance stuff, it was all burned because it was seen as a way to bring the vanities out in papal Italy. And if you remove that character, because you can't have the High Septim doing that. The High Septim, the guy in charge of the church, the Pope, cannot be the one sitting there saying, hey, this woman right here that has 9 dragons, it's literally sitting 10 feet from me, bad, bad, bad. You can't do that. It was the High Septim originally who said Aegon Targaryen was the king. So to allow, and I'm talking about the Conqueror, for him to become the thing that triggers this bonfire of the vanity moment, it just doesn't work. So have we removed Shepherd, or is he just not here yet?
I have no
idea. The
know.
reason I think we've removed him is because the Septim literally says the words that he is supposed to have said, or supposedly said. Like the dialogue that Shepherd gives in the story is about said dragons? by the High Septim here.
It's Septin.
What do I keep saying?
Septum. It's the nose. Septum.
Yeah, Septin.
So she approaches the High Septin,
who refuses to give her a coronation.
And he just says there's no proof that Aegon's dead. Yeah. And we're not going to do it until we got some sort of, assurance.
I mean, he almost kind of like says, look, just bring me a dead body with white hair. And
you think that's not what I got. He's like, I don't really like you.
Oh, I mean, I definitely agree with that.
I don't want you here.
I think he is trying to, and this would be better in the book, or if for a lot of reasons, but there's always been this theory that there's this high conspiracy among the church in Westeros to like deal with the Targaryens, and then once they have a moment to strike, and this like if George had actually written this story as a story and not this unreliable narrator 3-book thing, it would have been exactly, Breezy, the Maester theory. It would have been, well, there's two. No, there's 2 theories. There's the Maester theory of the Citadel, and then there's also a faith theory based on how the High Septon reacts to Aegon the Conqueror. I'm going to be like overly something. I'm tired, dude. I'm exhausted. Do you have your 007 stream set up?
No.
Okay.
I finished.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good for you. So what are you playing now?
I think I may go easy tonight and maybe do some Legend of Zelda.
Oh, which one?
The original.
Oh, wow.
I mean, go back do some old school stuff. Just
like NES?
Yeah, the OG.
Dude, love that game. My dad, when he was in Iraq, my dad made this big map, PDF file of a map with that was like the entire world of The Legend of Zelda. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Okay, so you thought he was kind of more protecting Aegon?
Yeah.
And okay, interesting. I really saw this as a him just he wants to go along to get along, but he cannot. He knows this is a bad look. I don't have a body. I don't have any of this stuff. So if I declare her anointed, then I'm going to lose all of my legitimacy. That's kind of how I saw it. Okay. Well.
Yeah. I took it as like he was very anti Rhaenyra.
Okay.
And then
How about chat?
she even reached for his hand. She's like, a dragon came to me, and he's like, I could care less about your dragons. They don't do anything but bring destruction, and they tear everything down. I have no purpose for them. And then it's interesting. At this point is when I started to notice something about Rhaenyra. One, it felt like she was welling up whenever something didn't go her way.
Yeah, she's always talking like with just with a cry just on the.
I'm waiting for the tear to just bloop, and it never does. It just
like you remember being like 4, and I mean maybe not for you.
And fighting,
and just I don't know why it keeps happening. Yeah. I agree. That's exactly what I continue to hear. That like just a sentence away from just bawling this entire season or episode.
Again, this is femininity. This is the emotional side. She's PMSing as well, right? Because she's about
the only reason I think that's wrong is because this is HBO. There's no way Ryan Condal with his
when you rewatch it.
I agree. I 100% agree. But I think it's Ryan Condal and Sarah Hess thinking this is like the best way that we can write women. This is women. This is gonna show their power.
It's not.
No. And again, like
I will say, if when you watch it again, look at Rhaenyra's eyes. Throughout the episode, they get really
puffy
looking, redness, and it's like, oh boy, something's changing in here. So I did pick up on that. Now, is she gonna snap? Maybe in the next episode she snaps because she's got everybody coming at her.
Well, she should have snapped like 4 times this episode.
In this scene, well, then maybe it's a huge buildup, bro. I'm just saying. Then this
is gonna be the worst period ever.
the hand,
the flow. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah. The hand of the king. Sorry, the hand of the queen is
Corlys
kind of giving his entire life story here. Would you? This would be awkward, right?
This would be because he also has
true-born children.
Well, he never believed that Rhaenyra's kids were of pure blood.
Yeah. Well, and again, like
so now I feel like, hey, look, we're gonna have this connection here.
It's a pretty fucked up connection.
And I want to legitimize.
You like sleeping around, so do I.
Right. And I want my kids legitimized like we're supposed to believe yours are heir to the throne.
So one of the things that I think Corlys fails to see here, and especially in that fight they have later, her children were never legitimized because they were never bastards. Her children were Targaryens from birth. Obviously, we know they weren't. They were not Laenor Valerian's children.
Deemed bastards to have to be legitimized.
Exactly.
They were always just thrown in front of everybody saying, yes.
Which is one of the problems with the whole black actor thing. Even though he has done a fantastic job, it's kind of like, hey, like glaringly obvious, for 1,000 years, Baratheons have all looked the same. For 1,000 years, Targaryens have all looked the same, with very few exceptions. And suddenly, all 3 of her children, which is why Alicent says the whole, oh, bad luck. Maybe one day you'll have someone that looks kind of like you. Which is a dick thing to say.
It was awful. Very cool.
Real quick, Mark Reality, a member for 12 months. That's 1 whole year. 2/3 of this episode was boring as snot, and he's exactly correct.
How many
2/3? I said 12 months in a full year, didn't I?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I was tracking.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I'd been doing YouTube for 12 years? That would be
12 months, everyone, is one full year. If you didn't know
sure
that.
is.
Kings was just driving that
okay.
point.
Okay. You know what?
He bailed. All right, it's up to me. Now we can speed things up a little bit.
No. Name. So yeah, we get all this. And I fully expected this to kind of end up a happy moment that, oh, I'm happy to have a bigger family now, all this kind of stuff, kind of based off of the way she'd kind of been PMSing, that she was going to be excited to have other relatives who weren't going to, be risks to her throne. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, I think I felt Rhaenyra was getting nervous that, again, the legitimacy of her children were going to come out.
Also, not what happens in the book. She legitimizes them immediately, names both of them Valerians, and names Alan the heir to his father's seat. But yeah, George doesn't know anything.
Okay.
So then she.
Well, wait a minute.
Is this actually?
Wait a minute. One thing I want to point out that I found funny is when he's explaining to her, like, these are my kids. This is what happened. I hooked up with this chick, and here they are. You probably have guessed. And then she looks at them and she's like, I did not guess.
Oh, exactly. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, the black guy that got the dragon. You had no idea, did you? Oh, are you kidding me?
On, man.
That's right up there with, I don't see color.
But that's why I'm saying I think she was getting nervous about her own kids and knowing the truth behind them. So she's just going to play this out like, I never had a doubt, that my kids were of pure blood. So I'm not going to doubt anybody else's either. But come on.
So the thing that I think is kind of dumb about that, and let's 100% say that's 100% her thought. It's a really stupid thought for her to have. She has like 3 true-born children with Daemon Targaryen.
Yeah.
She's got 3 pure heirs. Like, there's no reason for her to be and just hide Joffrey. He's already hidden. Just put him in a hole somewhere, not literally, and say, "Is it just 2? I thought it was 3." Right? No, the 3rd one died at childbirth. Then it was the demon monster thing.
Yeah.
She's got 2 children with Daemon, 2 heirs, pure bloods, pure Targaryens, no bastard lineage, any of that stuff. Just make them Valerians. Make these guys Valerian. None of it affects your line. Because even if she could walk out there tomorrow and say Jace Valerian and Lucerius Valerian were bastards. Joffrey Valerian is a bastard. I regret everything I did. By the way, I'm still queen, and this dude over here that will kill every single one of you, I got 2 kids with him.
Yeah,
and
but
he's my uncle.
She can do that, but is she going to win over the people with that? They're going to question her integrity.
Yeah, she probably went over the horse.
I get her hesitation. Now, and
I'm not even sitting here saying this is, in this case, it's bad writing. I'm just kind of in this one case, just kind of bitching to bitch.
Okay, but if Joffrey gets eaten up and pooped out by a dragon, then legitimize whoever you want, because to your point, all I've got is purebloods now in succession.
Mm-hmm.
And Joffrey is still there.
It just kind of annoys me, So
Sean said her crown is not secured.
Yeah, Corlys is sitting here telling her all of this stuff, and she is unwilling to reward him. And he is 100% right to yell at her at the end when he literally says, I have given everything to you, and you will not give me this one thing.
Yep.
Now, I
Not
will
there yet.
say, I know. Well, let's get there. So she sees Bella. I must have been looking away when this happened. Is this actually Bella, or is this another phantom that she's seeing?
I believe that's Bella. 'Cause
Okay.
she did,
This-
yeah, we didn't. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know if
not
we
like
mentioned
yeah,
that. We did-
yeah.
she
She
did see
saw
Jace.
yeah, she saw him walking down the hall and had a bit of a panic attack.
Yep. She's also, and then I don't know what the significance of seeing Bella other than she just had a conversation. And here's the other thing.
Mhm.
Again, the femininity stuff, right? Here's another point. He wants to legitimize them and make them heir, but wasn't it promised to Bella?
It was actually promised to Luke. Luke was going to be the heir to Driftmark, and who was supposed to marry Rhaena.
Right.
And she was going to marry Jace and be queen.
So here's the other thing. If she legitimized them, it's going to strip, because that's what Corlys wants. He will strip anything away from Bella and or Rhaena because nobody knows.
They do not inherit. They're women. They do not inherit.
There is daughters. I feel like he mentioned or said that he would name one of them heir in one of the previous seasons.
Anybody? I don't think
I'm gonna
so.
go back. I thought they had like a conversation somewhere on a balcony or something. If my memory's right,
Like maybe when granddaughters is a good point too. Yeah. Like when Bella was giving him the hand crest thing.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't think so.
Are we saying this wrong? They're granddaughters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's woman. Wait. Hold on. This is my thing. Rhaenyra is also faced with a woman was told she's going to take over Driftmark or whatever. If she legitimizes them, she's stripping that away from a woman, much like her throne was stripped away from her. So now she's faced with that. The same thing that happened to her at her command will be the same thing that happens to Bela or whoever is promised to. I think it was Bela.
It should have been Bella because she was already.
I know it wasn't in the book.
Yeah, she was going to become queen, which was very funny, by the way. But she was going to be the queen. She didn't need Driftmark. It should, if it's anyone, it's Rhaena. Hang on.
So she can't. I don't think she could just easily do that, right? And remove that away from another woman. Because then she would say it's okay. Happened to me, but whatever. I'm different.
I'm asking Grok. Whoa! Yes, Corlys directly tells Bella that he would make her his heir to Driftmark, though she refuses. In that scene, after Bella convinces a grieving Corlys to rejoin the war effort as hand, he offers, "Granddaughter, I would make you my heir." Bella declines, replying, "I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass the Salton Sea." I do remember that now. Yeah. But again, I just don't think it's that. I think you're giving them too much credit.
Well, maybe, but we'll see.
Ooh, thunder. We're gonna get some rain. So Rhaenyra ends up in bed with her husband. I guess they were sleeping in separate rooms.
Well, she should be sleeping in where the king sleeps.
Sure, but he's
King
the
or
prince
queen,
consort. Should he not be sleeping in the same bed with her?
I thought they always slept separately.
Like back then?
Well, remember when Viserys was in his chambers and he wanted to have a little fun, he would have to summon Alicent.
Oh, that's right.
So she slept in different chambers. So
Yeah, I guess they went with that whole feudal society thing for this. Uncle Daddy, not something I needed to read tonight. Thanks, Mark. I liked this scene. I thought, because again, back here we're seeing her plotting and moving with Mysteria or whatever her name is, and it's just not good. And in all of like 10 seconds, we get it's a pretty good scene. At least for me, it was.
well, she doesn't. You mean this one here?
Yeah, where she she curls up with her husband, the person that's truly going to be there to protect her. I mean, he sat there, he has seen the fires burn and knows that she is to be queen, knows that she is to rule. And he has prophecy guiding him. And she needs to just let him do what he needs to do to keep her safe.
Yeah.
But obviously, we know that's not going to happen. Because that would make Daemon too cool.
She's having an issue sleeping in her father's bed. Is that why she can't?
I don't remember, which is sad because it's not even been 24 hours. But I do remember her talking about that and telling, I think, her maid in like this very next episode the very next scene, that she's having trouble sleeping. And I think the maid says like, it's the bed's too soft or something. And she does give a more intelligent answer, but I cannot remember what it is.
But then in the next scene,
well, this is our period scene.
They're trying, but there's some other interesting pieces here again, which I'm adding to my theory, right?
Okay.
Of her femininity always like being an issue. So she's getting dressed up as the queen, and they want to put like ornaments and jewelry and brooches and all, and she's like, I don't want any of that stuff, right? She refuses. So she's wanting to look like a dominant person on the throne. She's trying not to look like not that she doesn't want to look like a woman, but not to look overly feminine, because she wants to be taken seriously as her father did, like a king would.
Mm-hmm.
And so she refuses all the feminine jewelry and like
the baubles,
something. Yeah. She's like, I don't need it. I don't need a needless ornament. But then the ultimate symbol of of being a woman shows up, and she's like, I'm bleeding. And it's something she cannot
hang on, because I want to actually play it.
She just drops the F-bomb like 500 times, and she's so mad.
Also, I don't know if I should say this, but obviously I'm a man. This has never happened to me. You just know, like the second it starts happening, you just know.
Yeah, I don't have any physical experience, but from what I've gathered, if there's ladies in the chat, tell me I'm way off base. But I think you feel, it happening and leaving your body.
Okay. I never discussed that with my sister. Not really something you talk to your sister about.
Yeah.
But this, honestly, I roared laughing at this.
Your Grace? I'm bleeding.
I might put that. I might put that in the opening, right there at the end. Fuck. Are you sure?
Yes. Fuck.
She's not happy.
And then I know that it's 13th century and build and all that kind of stuff. They don't have what we have today, but I just thought it was fucking hilarious. I'll go get some cloths for you to put down there. So then she gets to hear a petition. And, we got to see several people hear a petition. Aegon was also very bad at petition. Remember, he overpromised, and then Otto basically had to say, "Hey, whoa. You basically just like paid everything."
And it was early into his reign as well, right?
and doing the exact same thing that she's doing here. They are overpromising with the hopes that these people will basically walk out and tell everyone, "Oh my God, Aegon! Oh my God, Rhaenyra! They're so great!"
Yep.
And that's just not happening.
And then you could tell she's very uncomfortable on the throne.
And again, did not cut herself.
But
should have cut herself
this right here. You see the motion. We don't see a cut or anything yet. But is this a little bit of foreshadowing that maybe this is going to happen in another episode or something?
Maybe, but it's for me, I don't know. Dude, I sit in a lot of chairs. You can tell. And I know exactly where the comfortable spot to sit in every chair that I normally sit in is. And if there's a little thing that sticks out, it pokes me, I know where not to put my hand again.
All right, this is her first time in the chair.
It's not. She sat in the chair after she killed Otto. Yeah, remember?
You remember her sitting down? Oh, that's right. She did.
Yeah.
She did.
I had to do the face for you.
Yeah, that triggered it. Yeah. Okay, but the other thing working against her is she's battling severe cramps. So there's nowhere she can sit in this chair to be comfortable.
Is that the way it works?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I live with myself. I don't know any of this shit.
Her being a woman is working against her right now. It's just being put on display. And you could tell, like, when they show in the next clip in the same scene, she's like she's got the worst stomach ache, and she's just trying to.
So what does Emma D'Arcy say in the behind the scenes thing? Does she talk about that?
I don't recall.
Okay.
All I know is I got White Worm's real voice.
Okay. Gentleman knows a little too much about this. It's getting suspicious. Okay. So yes, then we get her period water.
See, look how twisted she is. She's not sitting straight in the chair. She's got cramps. She's got
she's definitely lifting that left cheek up.
Yeah, immediate postprandial.
Honestly, it sort of it sort of looks more like she's got hemorrhoids.
Well,
which after 5 kids, that happens a lot, doesn't it?
Only during birth.
Okay. Join us next week for medical diagnosis with Kings and the Capable Gentleman.
You asked.
But yeah, for the cramps.
Don't be sorry. I probably know a little too much.
This I every time she speaks, dude, it's just like, shut the fuck up. Why did he not burn you alive? Like, she's just more of this. And again, this is part of the downfall of Rhaenyra Targaryen is going to be the bitching and moaning between the White Worm and Corlys. Look at Corlys. He can't stand the shit anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's sick and tired of the bitching between the White Worm and Daemon.
Yeah. It is as you say, my queen. I will do what you ask. She's sick of it too, to be honest. She's just like, I want to go to bed.
Yeah, we're just tired of her. All right. I've been kind of waiting to get into this scene. Okay. Yeah. They are finding out it's time for them to make rewards to people, and they are now finding out what Ulf, Hugh, and Adam want to be called as knights. And we get probably one of the most comedic moments in the show so far. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, Alfred, he is the comic relief, man.
Yeah. So
character's
I'm gonna risk this. Okay, because I feel like we need to see it.
Yourself.
Oh, Targaryen, Your Grace.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like, it's not. Honestly, I think she thought it was a joke. Like, are you kidding me, Ulf? And I kind of wish we had been able to see Hugh too, because I'll bet you Hugh's sitting there going, "You fucking idiot."
So Ulf is a descendant of.
He might be. Ulf might be a descendant of Maekor. But to be fair, Maekor, I'm pretty sure, whored himself out like every night. Like, I think he's the
Maekor
one
during this time.
Maekor the Cruel, I believe, is who he's supposed to be, like the grandson of. But Sean's going to correct me in 3, 2, 1.
There it is.
Yeah, Baelor, Daemon's father, who is the son of.
Okay, so he could potentially be a half brother of Daemon and Viserys.
Yeah.
But I
Baelor the first.
thought. No, wait. They're okay. They are cousins to Rhaenys, who's the daughter of Jaehaerys, who was the king until he was like super old.
Yes.
Jaehaerys? Yeah.
Yeah. So Jaehaerys had no true born sons.
Right.
That's why they had the Great Council.
Got it. Thank you, Sean. Got it.
Yeah, because Baelor died. I honestly don't remember.
So they don't want
him.
him.
The wrong one too.
So they don't want him having anything to do with the name Targaryen. That's why Rhaenyra is like absolutely not. And Daemon has his scrunched up brow. Like, are you nuts? And so he's like, okay. So what is a bastard Targaryen? Are they white? Is that what it's? Is that
no? They are shit. Do they have? So the Targaryens controlled the Crown Lands, and when the Crown Lands had a bastard, it was. I'm having to look this up now.
So you have Snow for the Starks.
Yeah. Waters. Waters was the Crown Lands. So Snow for the North, not just the Starks, the North. So if you were a bastard from the North, your last name was Snow. If you're a bastard from the Islands, your last name is Pike. Westerlands is Hill. Riverlands is Rivers. Duh. The Vale is Stone. Crownlands is Waters. The Reach is Flowers. The Stormlands is, you guessed it, Storm. And Dorne is, again, you guessed it, Sand. Yep.
So if the Lannisters had a bastard kid,
Hill.
They'd be a Hill.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. So he picked white because of his hair?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And probably, it probably relates somehow to Targaryen. Like he probably is sitting there thinking, if I tell everyone I'm Ulf the White and I have white hair and I'm on a dragon, maybe they'll assume I'm somehow related to a Targaryen.
Yeah. And then you've got, obviously, Hugh says, well, I'm a blacksmith. Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So he becomes Hugh the Hammer.
Yep.
And then Adam. And then here's an opportunity for her to legitimize them. And she's like, you're Adam of the Hull.
Of Hull, yep. So, and he's just
Hull,
like,
Hull, but
okay. And we do get a couple more in the name of the warrior. Not nearly as much as I was hoping, because it would be nice to finish off the 7 so that I could add that voiceover to our intro for Now the Seven Kingdoms Season 2. That'd be really nice, but Ryan hates me.
Damon doesn't care about this.
No, he don't give a shit.
He is like trying to hurry this up.
Yep.
In the name of the Father, do whatever you want. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really care. You're knighted.
And then, of course, Ulf is that it?
Yeah.
Which Rhaenyra
right.
cuts off, yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Giving them all swear their allegiances right there. Hugh, of course, does it the correct way. He says, okay, let me wait for her to leave and then I'll go talk to her alone.
Yeah.
So he's trying to figure out where he's going to live, which I think is a fair question. You know,
it's
absolutely just sit here. Yeah, we can't just sit here in a room in the castle. I need a house.
Yeah, what kind of compensation am I going to get for all this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so she hasn't really thought about this. So, this is probably one of the things that's leading to one of these things that I've hinted at, because you're going to have several people. You're going to have Ulf and Hugh just not happy with what they're getting. Like, Hugh doesn't really seem like it so far. He seems very understanding. Like, he's like, I get it. You dealing with a lot of shit. I'm not trying to, add to it, but you said this. So, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I agree. Excuse me. I think it's a fair question, a good conversation to have. I think they all should have been thinking the same things, and maybe they were, but Hugh just had the guts to go up and just ask. I think really it was an expression of, hey, I need my wife back too. She fled and she's in Templeton.
There you go. Yeah, I was wondering if you caught that.
So what's getting ready to happen?
But again,
and Rhaenyra doesn't even want to deal with this stuff.
Nope.
She feels like crap, and she just like, we'll figure it out. Just let me get my footing, I think she says. And don't worry, I'll take care of you. Just hang with me. And then the next scene, Rhaenyra desperately wants to go back to her chambers and try to rest and feel better, but she is absolutely miserable with her cycle, I guess. And you can really see the look in her eyes where she's just like, I don't know if it's just stress-induced exhaustion or she's really about had enough with this whole thing and is getting ready to snap. And now I found this interesting. They're still calling her Queen Regent or something like that, or Queen, referring to Alicent as Queen Mother.
Dowager.
That was it. Like, how? It's not because I guess because she's was married to King Viserys.
I mean, she is the Dowager Queen. She's still alive. So, I mean, the Dowager Queen is the same thing as the Queen Mother. It's what Cersei was. It's what Elizabeth II's mother was while she was still alive.
Yeah.
You still have you have respect of the people, but everyone no longer has to listen to you anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why she took Helena with her to talk to the guards on the gates, because she knew they probably wouldn't listen to her. Even though she's a high tower, the high tower guards would not listen to her.
Yeah. She comes in, and you could see Rhaenyra trying to let me sit. Right, let me get right and not let on that I'm like miserable. And she comes in and she's like, "I'm sorry, I spoke to you the way I did before." And
they have a whole reconciliation almost.
I got a little nervous at this because this was something I was not going to like. If she made some sort of amends with Allison and said it would be a good help if I could come to you for counsel from time to time on how to rule this
I'm
thing.
pretty sure. So that they do end up, or again in the book, they do end up conversing on like council stuff. Like she's gonna end up as part of her queen's council, but they end up discussing things, and
Yeah.
I definitely think we're heading in that direction of
It appears to
them.
be. It
Yeah,
appears
of
to
them
be.
sitting down and kind of talking about things and trying to regain that. How did King George or John Adams put it? That good old friendship that that Britain and the U.S. had prior to the revolution.
You lost me.
Okay, I'll see. Well, you need to watch John Adams. It's in
Okay.
there. Yeah.
I'll put that on the list for sure.
But honestly, you should watch it this week. It's really good.
So she wants to come in, say she's sorry, and can my father's body go back to?
Yeah. And again, like we kind of get to this point where, and I get why she's doing it, but every time it seems like she's making some sort of progress on whether or not it's supposed to be her kind of getting Rhaenyra to side with the Greens on something, or whether or not it's just try and get an extra hour in the garden. Every time she gets the yes, she goes, okay, now here's my ask. It's like, you need to stop asking so many things. You're not on her side, dude. Like, you may have helped contribute to this victory, but no one at all is happy with you. Like, you are literally a good argument from Daemon away from joining your father.
Yeah. yeah.
Also, I was sort of surprised not to see Otto's head on a pike like they did to Ned in Game of Thrones.
That would have really made her.
It would have been a nice little kind of callback, and done something. Even if you have Rhaenyra chastise Daemon for it or something like that.
Yeah,
it would have gone a long way to doing this whole. We need to see Rhaenyra as bad, not just out of her depth.
Yeah, and Daemon would have done it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he would have done a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Like,
so at this
point,
point,
dead body.
She agrees to send the remains back, and then she takes the opportunity to ask, "How did you do? How did you do it while my father was sick? Like you ruled. How did you do it?" And then it jumps to the banquet.
Yes, we get to. So I enjoy most of this scene. There's one thing that I think doesn't work, but it's me being extremely anal about it. Like, and just being aware of like where people are and stuff like that. But this I thought was a master stroke. Because I didn't see it coming. I genuinely thought we were going to get some sort of we need to rule together. I need your help. Y'all have sided with me. Now help me win over the people. And she just goes, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
While y'all are here, I'm stealing all your shit.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I did not see it coming.
I didn't see that part. I had a feeling they kept showing these rats throughout the episode. And then when they found out that the highborn, the noble houses were taking stuff away from the poor, I thought there could be some. She's gonna serve them rats and into it. But yeah, I didn't get the
and again
them stealing everything back.
This is sort of on your thing of femininity. So I've seen this look on many women. I just pulled it over on you.
Yeah.
But this isn't a argument that she's just won. She's literally feeding people rats right now. Like, this shouldn't be, this is too almost pretty. Like, this should be a little more evilish. It doesn't need to be, grayed out makeup and it just needs to be a little bit more like, it doesn't need to be Ramsay. It needs to be a little bit more like Joffrey. Like, Joffrey's evilness was clever.
Yeah.
Ramsay was just evil. He was the embodiment of evil. Everything he did. No, he didn't care if someone thought he was evil because he knew that person knew he'd kill him. Joffrey cared if people thought that he was evil.
He did, but he was also a sadist.
Yes. Yeah.
Where I think Cersei didn't care what people thought, but she was the more clever one when it came to her schemes and
There's a lot of the vast majority of Joffrey's like evilness was behind closed doors or in vast public where no one could disagree with him.
Yeah.
So it rarely was it ever like 1-on-3.
He hid behind his title.
Yeah, yeah. But which is why the only person that could ever say anything to him was the Hand of the King.
Right.
The only two people who ever consistently struck him down was his grandfather or his uncle.
Sean, I agree with you on so much stuff, but I cannot agree with that.
So Sean, all you gotta do is take the one scene or the two scenes where he has the prostitute beat the other prostitute harder and harder and harder, and then the one where, which I think is just later that night, where he has like shot them full of arrows.
Roz was full of arrows. He also sat on the throne and had Sansa start to get her clothes ripped off and near taken advantage of. I don't want to use the stream word to get everything.
Appreciate that.
But like her clothes were half ripped off, and he was just sitting there like, like enjoying it. And then Tyrion came in and stopped that from happening. That is sadistic. That's the definition of sadist. What's the word?
Sadism.
Of being sadism. That's right. Of being a sadist. But all right, anyway, so we go back to the episode. So she's telling them, we're taking back all your stuff.
And they freak out.
Enjoy your rat. And she gets up and leaves.
And has a conversation. Now, this is my little issue here. This is Torrin. You have no idea who this is.
I don't know who that is. I know the actor.
Who's the actor?
Dude, this guy was in one of the greatest Star Wars movies ever. Fanboys.
Dan Fogler. That's Mo. Stop that. Oh, he's the weird kid in Fantastic Beasts.
He was also in Walking Dead.
I never watched Walking Dead. Oh, he was in Balls of Fury.
Fanboys. He was great.
So, Torrin Manderly
calls Han Solo a bitch.
Torrin Manderly was sent by I'm gonna let Sean tell me because I've already forgot his name again.
Mark and Sean are talking about something. Is this about the show? He was appointed to represent dangerous terrorists in a legal system set up like ours?
That's something else, buddy. You're just not good. Just scroll back down. I've been paying attention to like every third chat, and it's wild shit. Thank you, Sean. Cregan Stark. So Cregan sends Manderley, well, I guess probably orders the head of House Manderley, who is White Harbor, to send aid down to Rhaenyra. And Lord Desmond Manderley sends Torrhen and his brother Sir Medric. Sir Medric being one of the only Northmen actually knighted. South to aid Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen. The only thing that so he played perfectly here because he's kind of he's not necessarily like a stout character. I think he's a little too heavy in this, but again, television, yada yada, who gives a shit. He's a very courtly figure. He does everything kind of by the book. That's the way he speaks is exactly how you would speak. The only thing that I think is a little weird is where are the Northmen he's supposed to have brought? All we've seen are Targaryen soldiers. There are no Northmen there, and I would just have really enjoyed to see a Stark banner. This is just a personal thing for me. It's not this is so off the book. It's none of my normal complaints.
All right.
It's just something I would have just really enjoyed to see it.
His introduction. There's there's still time, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I hope we get to see his brother. His brother's a really cool character. And I mean, I disagree, Sean. The Manderleys have been living in the north in White Harbor for about 450 years at this point. After the King of the Reach kicked them out. But we'll digress on that. But I am very excited to see this. So the Manderleys are key figures in the Northern Conspiracy. That is one of the great Game of Thrones conversations in sorry. One of the great Game of Thrones conversations on the internet. If you have not already watched Alt Swift X's video on the Northern Conspiracy, I highly recommend it. It is one of the best pieces of Game of Thrones content out there. We'll get the Manderleys. What do you think of this? What do you think of this conversation, buddy?
I don't know where to go with it. I felt I don't know who this guy is. I didn't know what he was doing. He was clearly invited to this banquet, so he's got to be a highborn.
Well, and the thing
and he's standing off to the side. He's not at the table.
Yeah. So every single time I feel like we get someone or part of a story that I'm interested in. What's his name does it poorly. Ryan does it poorly. So I feel like we're supposed to hear him say, Sir Torrhen.
Yeah.
And just go, oh, Torrhen, he must be a Northman. Oh, look at this. And just know. Yet you cannot, yet Ryan doesn't allow that kind of assumption or that kind of intelligence in the audience for the rest of his writing.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just a quick introduction. I'm very intrigued. I'm very curious. I'm hoping to see more of him because I like the guy. I like the actor.
More.
This was
Yes. And again, every single time, if the vast majority of the rest of the season was Daemon and Rhaenyra plotting and talking, overlooking their kingdom, it would be beautiful.
Especially when they switch to Valyrian.
Yes, absolutely. I really think that's something we were missing in season 2. There wasn't a lot of it, at least that I remember.
Well, he was on hallucinating.
Well, that too, yeah. But it's really annoying when the only Valyrian you hear is Dracarys.
Yeah.
Okay. We all know that one. Yep.
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch Star Trek and be happy if the only Klingon you heard was Cole.
Yeah.
Which I think is no. I don't speak Klingon.
But they're talking, and Daemon wants her to
fly out and burn
right.
the Seven Kingdoms.
Like, you got the dragons,
Mhm.
let's do it. And she is the exact opposite. And she was like, my father says that dragons were not
Where a
a
power man should never
man
have
should be
trifled
messing
with.
with, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which I thought was interesting. So they're on opposite sides of the fence here. And
Well,
Damon,
and Damon has always thought that his brother was weak.
yeah.
And weak. So even after that scene in the throne room, which I do agree with, I think most people were saying it at the time. Look, Damon's look is an entire realization that his brother is not a weakling, that his brother has been carrying something that he knows nothing about.
Yeah.
I still agree with that, but I think Damon thinks that Viserys was a weak Targaryen. Because a real Targaryen would have claimed another dragon and rode out and declared himself to be even more powerful than he had been. And Viserys, when Balerion dies, Viserys just says, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna sit in my little throne room and carve old Valyria out of soap."
He said something
I
interesting
think
in this conversation where they were talking about Viserys. He said he renounced his dragon.
Yeah, I remember hearing that too. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't believe he took another dragon.
And he rode
Balerion. He was the last to ride
right?
Balerion. Yeah,
the largest dragon ever.
Genuinely makes Vagar look tiny. Well, maybe not tiny, but he makes Vagar look a lot smaller than he is.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know where that concept of renounce his dragon came from, but he did not. If anyone, Sean, any of y'all want to
I was hoping
correct me or anything, feel free to. But I'm pretty sure Viserys lost Balerion and then just chose not to seek another dragon, or not to claim another dragon, I should say.
Sean said he stopped riding him when he couldn't fly anymore. But I mean, you don't have a choice, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I need y'all.
So this is what I've got from the Wiki of Ice and Fire. When I have a question about Game of Thrones, about Westeros, this is where I go. The last rider of Balerion was Prince Viserys Targaryen, who entered the dragon pit to claim the dragon in 93 AC. Balerion was hard to rouse and struggled when Viserys urged him into the sky. They flew around King's Landing 3 times, although Viserys later confided to his father that he had originally intended to fly Balerion to Dragonstone. However, fearing the dragon lacked the strength to do so, Viserys had opted otherwise. Balerion died in 94 AC, less than a year after Viserys claimed him as a mount. So that's the end of the Balerion thing. I will take a look, kind of scroll through real quick, see if I see anything about him deciding not to ride him, or why he decided not to ride him in Viserys's entry here. But Balerion hard around. Yeah, I mean, it's literally just copy and paste.
Very, very interesting. I'd be curious about that story. And when was that? Was he king?
This was 7 years before the Great Council. This was 9 years. So Balerion died in 94. The Great Council was in 103.
Okay.
So 9 years.
Why would he ride him to
Great
Dragonstone?
Council. I mean,
Dragonstone was for the heir, right?
The seat of House Targaryen. Probably just wanted to, go there.
Well,
but I agree with you. This was an excellent scene.
I really like the scene. The ending was hilarious of this scene. Daemon looks frustrated. He's getting frustrated with Rhaenyra. He doesn't agree with how she wants to do stuff. She finally is talking to him, and he just ends the conversation. He just says, "Your Grace," and turns around and walks away. And then from a distance, you hear You still have to kill Darren.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, it's
It was before that.
You still have to kill Darren.
There it is. There it is.
100%. And she does, which is why the very next scene, she's in Darren's room.
Yeah.
And he is
She can't bring herself to it.
nope, she's even got the knife that he was using to carve a eagle. What do you think that was?
Some sort of bird, it looks like.
So I already know someone's going to beat me to it in the chat, but I wonder, correct me? Did he say what house he's from?
Oh, shoot, I can't remember. I didn't even think he was noble or like any kind of known house of any sort. US has been defeated.
Yep. Yeah. We lost to Belgium. 3-1 the last time I saw it.
4-1.
4-1? Fuck. That blows. Man, I really wanted to. I did not think we were going to win the whole thing.
No, I don't think
I'm not
would have one more round.
Yeah. I was hoping to get to the quarters.
Yeah.
Or at least lose in the I guess the one up to the quarters. Because this is round 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were the quarters next?
I don't know.
I don't do very well with communist speak like that. But yeah, I think so. I think this is a Nightingale. I think he's probably House Karen, and the Nightingale is all over their sigil.
So she's looking at that. She's clearly torn. She knows that he's a threat. Allison and Helena don't even know that she has him. And so she's just contemplating everything. It doesn't look like she wants to do it. I'm sure she's really getting tired of all the kids being killed off, right?
Well, she's a mother. What do you expect?
Well, there we go. There's more of that theory of mine. And the next scene, we see her in a carriage.
Yeah,
with your favorite character.
Looking like shit.
Yeah. This is where you really see these red eyes. Like they really have her. And even more so in the next scene when she's out of the carriage trying to talk to the people. But we'll get to that in a second. So this is where they talk about the bed. She's like, I can't sleep in the bed. And
is this where it is? Okay.
Softer mattress, perhaps, Your Grace.
Dude, I'm begging you. Dude, I will send super chats. I will do whatever you want. Just stop. I'll send the super chats next week after I get paid. Yeah, I mean, it's just bad.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with the firmness or softness of the mattress. I think it's. I think she's
also.
Dressing
Do we know what bed are? I assume they are talking about her bed in the King's throne.
Yeah.
In the King's chamber.
King and Queen's chambers.
So can she sleep in Damon's bed? I mean, we know that she went there, but I don't mean supposed to or anything. Has she found? Because I don't remember, and even though we looked at it, I don't remember if we see her actually.
She likes,
or if she just. I know we see him kind of embrace her and hold her and all that kind of stuff, but do we actually see her fall asleep?
No. She doesn't, and she looks like she hasn't slept in days.
Yeah, so she's been unable to sleep in whatever bed, or I mean, these are questions, man.
Yeah,
we should have a lot of other questions, but these are the questions we have.
And then from here, they're outside. Now look at her outside here.
Oh, she looks like in fact, let me, because there is a specific scene I want to pull up. So let me try and get to it real quick.
And what they're doing out in public here is they're giving the food back
to
the people. This will be your anointing. That I don't know what kind of accent that is supposed to be.
Look at that. Dude.
Yeah, you see how
she eats children. This person eats children. Like right now, take this whole thing, put this at the beginning of the episode, give her a cut right here that she's got a bandage on. Let us see the decaying flesh of her hand, and I would be like 30 to 40% a lot happier with this episode. But yeah, she looks like shit.
Let the Zepton deny you.
Bro. She swallows them whole. Yep. Just.
Yeah, she's in rough shape.
She is.
I think it's exhaustion, it's stress. I think we're past the monthly cycle. I mean, it still may be ongoing. I'm just saying we're adding to that now.
Mm-hmm. So we've got it again. Where's? Never mind. So we got gold cloaks here. I mean, she just needs to go ahead and make Sir Luther her new Lord Commander of the King's Guard or Queen's Guard.
Queen.
Like, it's clearly going to happen. If I have to see this woman one more time, I cannot wait. And I don't even remember what happens to her. But if I don't see her eaten by a dragon and shat out, I will be greatly disappointed.
And then after this, Lord Corlys gets a hold of her. This was extremely awkward. I didn't know what to expect because Corlys's brother pulled the same thing and lost half his head for it.
To which I was slightly annoyed that she didn't say anything.
And one of the greatest lines ever, he can keep his tongue.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're walking and he stops her in the hallway and he's like, United, my son, but he's still of Hull.
Yeah, but I hear that you named him of Hull. I asked you to legitimize him. I'm sure this was just an oversight. What's going on?
And then she tries to be all, I'm sorry, Corlys. I just,
it's just not a good time. It's just not a good time. Maybe upon the winning and everything, we can talk about it again, but it's just not a good time.
And Corlys isn't having it. This is
he's like, livid.
I have done everything.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I have lost everything for you. I have lost my home. Driftmark sits in ashes. My wife is dead. Our dragon is dead. My son is dead. Because remember,
he said in the last episode, I have nothing left but my name.
Yeah.
And that's his mission, to give them his name.
Mm-hmm.
And she denied him that. So he's pissed. I didn't mean to interrupt you if I stepped on you.
No, 100%, man. 100%. You're hitting right where I wanted to go. And he just starts yelling at her.
Yeah. Well, she brings up Joffrey. And he has always known that.
Oh yeah, everyone knew.
Right.
Because again, you have the exact. Why don't your children look like Damon's kids with my daughter? Yeah. Oh, because they're not my son's kids. Okay, like everyone knew. Viserys knew. But this scene's a little early for me.
I think
Corlys I don't think Corlys flips for a little bit longer. And
Well,
unless
I think he has put cracks in the foundation that has just started to cure.
and
Right, she just
I'm
took back
sure
the throne, so she's trying
I
to
know what
set her
I
throne.
know what you mean by to cure,
Yeah.
but there might be some people in the chat that don't. So why don't you explain? Because I wouldn't want to put words in your mouth. So why don't you explain what you mean by to cure?
Well, okay, so she's just took back the throne and is trying to establish herself as queen, right? So we've just poured the foundation. She's trying to win back the people. She's trying to legitimize herself on the throne. And she doesn't even have a council yet, right? But
Yep.
she needs to solidify her position. The foundation that's poured, right, needs to cure, it needs to harden, needs to be. She's got to have something to stand on firm before she can start doing all these things, right?
Exactly how I was going to say it. So I'm really glad that you got that opportunity to be to define your words.
Okay.
No, I had no idea what you meant by cure. I'll be real honest with that. Yeah. I know that foundation thing. Yeah. I knew the context, but I need you to
It's
explain
poetry,
it,
man. I was doing an analogy here. I was trying to be poetic, and you can't say he put a crack in the foundation. She just took the throne. Like there is no foundation, but it's just been poured. Never mind. Forget it. Moving on. That's the last time I speak.
Oh, stop
to me,
that.
the reason your children deserve what my
seriously, this is the second or third best acting of the entire season so far.
Oh yeah.
Like again, you don't really hear the only complaint about the black actors in this show for this family is that it makes the question of the legitimacy of Jace and Luke retarded. It makes that question dumb as hell. Because of course they're not legitimate.
Right.
Look at them. But he fucking kills every scene he's in.
Oh yeah.
He is incredible. And
has got the voice too.
Yeah, and so much better than the dude that was playing his son. Lucerin.
You mean the gay son?
Yeah.
What was his name? Man.
It's been a long time. Laenor.
Yeah, Laenor.
Beat you to it, Sean. I got it just before Sean's message popped up.
I can't keep up with all these names. Once they check out or once they're
dead, I mean that's a fair point.
Dismiss them. Wait, you got to go back here because after he snaps at her, you get a quick shot of her turned around, and she's got now a look of fear.
Let me see if I can pull that up. Wait, let me get just before she turns to look. So this is just after he has screamed,
"Yeah,
your children are bastards."
Yeah,
but then we get another one, and here she's kind of like cowering a little bit. Okay. All right, so I'm going to risk this again. I'm going to get an email in like 30 minutes. Your stream has been hit. But look at her just before she kind of looks to the left.
But mine are denied.
Like that's incredible fear. I think she sees those cracks in that cured foundation, ripping, just pouring open.
Yeah,
like. She clearly what's happened is she's put her finger in that concrete and only the top had set. And everything below it was wet.
Yeah, it's a mess.
This was a level 10 concrete.
And Emma Darcy is really doing a lot of acting with her eyes.
It's that fart acting.
I'm not following that.
Oh, did you ever watch Friends?
Yes.
Yeah, there's that episode where Joey, I think it's probably like his first week or two on Days of Our Lives, and he's telling Chandler and all of them like how the other people have helped teach him how to act. And he's talking about, they've taught me about the fart acting, and they're all like, what? Because I'm pretty sure it's not fart acting. It's like where you have to take a minute and you have to kind of be like, someone fart. I'm sure there's an actual word for the face acting, but yeah, she does a very good job of it.
Well, and then an even better scene with her facial expressions, her eyes, is coming up.
Okay.
So
we get
after this.
Oh, I remember now.
She goes and tells Alicent that I've got your son.
Yeah.
Darren's here. I have every right to off him. And she's like, okay, what do you plan to do? I haven't seen him at all, whatever. And I forget Alicent's reaction. I think she's like, am I supposed to be happy that you?
So she's just Alicent just kind of looks at him like, who are you? Like she doesn't say, at least that I remember. Again, it's been less than 24 hours. She doesn't say, I don't know who this is. She doesn't say any of that stuff. She's looking at him and does not act like a mother in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
To which Rhaenyra goes, you have no idea who this is. And she then goes, no.
Yeah.
This is not my son.
Yeah, and Breezy says, I saw this twist coming a mile away. I think if you realize there was something up with Darren who wouldn't speak and whatever, this was coming. This was like, yeah, and it's really, yes, this Breezy was get ready. Breezy made the point I was getting ready to say. Rhaenyra lets this on by just looking back and forth at Darren and Alicent, and she's just, then you could see like, holy crap, I've been
bamboozled.
Yeah, I've been duped. What the heck? And I thought it was an awesome scene because at first Rhaenyra is like trying to talk to the kid and whatever, but man, then this happens. You got to get to the image.
I don't know if I'll be able to get to it. Are you wanting the one where she's like digging through his hair?
The looks on the faces, really, the look on Alicent's face.
So there's Alicent. We're very much. It's basically this scene, this image, and then maybe one where she's a little more spooked, and then there's Rhaenyra. Right, that you don't know this boy.
Yeah. I wish you could show that transition because she first.
If it wasn't 10 seconds, I would, but if it was like 5 seconds, I'd risk it.
Drawn out. But
yeah, 10 seconds is a bit much.
They were so good. Their facial expressions, like Rhaenyra's trying to say, "Yeah, I got your son," and then all of a sudden, it completely changes because she realizes what's going on. It was so great. It was such a great scene. And the same thing for Alicent. She walked in thinking, "Here's my son," and then she made eyes and was like, uh-oh. Something
a
is
mother knows.
wrong. Yeah. Something's not right here. It was really cool. I really like that scene. I thought that was neat. But yeah, Rhaenyra's, she's turning her head back and forth. She's like, you don't know this boy. Yeah, this was awesome.
So we end with the announcement that the Greens have lied, that they have marched
Templeton.
They have marched north, I think north, and sacked Tumbleton. I've always just called it Tumbletown, but it is spelled Tumbleton. And obviously, this poses kind of a big question for us because there's somebody out at Tumbleton right now. Who is it?
Oh, I said it earlier.
You did, yeah.
Hugh's wife.
Yep, Hugh's wife is at Tumbleton, and that's who we see as fire and stuff is blazing around her.
Yeah.
Is Hugh's wife
In the
again?
previews for the upcoming episode.
Yeah. And again, sure, the issue is Hugh's supposed to do something that doesn't make sense if the Hightowers kill his wife. But I guess I will have to wait till next week to scream about it.
Let these
buddy, there is something that Hugh is supposed to do.
I know.
It has to happen. Okay.
I know.
If
it's going to happen.
If the Hightowers kill his wife, it makes no sense.
They're not.
Well, then Rhaenyra's got to fly out there and burn Tumbletown. We'll see if it happens. So where are you on the season so far, buddy?
I'm enjoying it. I really don't think it's as bad as everybody's up in arms about. You especially. It's not as bad as you're letting on.
There's so many things that don't make sense. This is supposed to happen. This is supposed to happen. This is supposed to happen. Can't happen now because this dude doesn't exist. This guy's dead now, and this chick is 1,000 miles away.
It doesn't make sense because of the book. It's making sense so far because of the show. Maybe a couple little things.
You ever seen
Raina's dumb. We know that.
You ever seen Jesus Christ Superstar?
No.
How about Godspell?
No.
Dude, you ever want to like freak yourself out? Go to YouTube and find Godspell, the like 1970s play. What it is some random dude like Woodstock guy walking around New York City singing the gospel. Okay, that's what it is. It is a wild play. That's what this is to me. This is someone taking the good book, turning it into a Broadway musical, and saying, "Well, I got the tent poles right." It's not you. The gospel of Jesus Christ is a lot more than just love your neighbor as yourself, and that's what this feels like to me. Like and the thing that pisses this is what pisses me off so much. There are moments of this show that they fucking nail it. And then I get bullshit that doesn't make any sense. And I agree, Breezy. It's a wild take. Like, it's a wild comparison. But look, I'm a hyperbolic dude. I'm the epitome of hyperbole.
I'm enjoying the show. I like the Battle of Gullet. I thought this episode was the weakest. All Rhaenyra, but I am seeing a shift in her, but not what I expected. So I could be critical of this episode, but I'm enjoying the show so far this season, and I'm looking forward to the upcoming battles because there's quite a few.
Are you sure? There should be, but did they have the money to do it? We should have seen like 3 battles by now.
I don't know about that.
And all we've seen are a dancing head, a dead lion, and Northmen drinking. Should have seen a lot of battles.
I don't know. They're putting all their money in them dragons though, because they're all over the place.
Oh my god, so much money.
But
you would think after they map out the dragon that it becomes cheaper. Like I need to find some. I don't know. Yeah, I need to find some videologist dude that does that stuff Because it's sort of like we know that Night of the Seven Kingdoms Season 2 is going to be cheaper because they've already built a lot of the stuff that they'll need for that season.
I think if they reused or recaptured footage, they would get crucified.
No. I'm talking. There's stuff they've built. They can repaint the the sigil. You're good.
I'm talking the dragons, though.
No. I'm not talking about like copy and pasting. But I would imagine after you build your dragon, that having the wing come down here and that should just be basic mapping of your 3D character.
Like once you've got the character created.
Yeah, once you spend the $1 million creating that character, you should only need to spend $100,000 to map him. I would assume.
I don't know.
Yeah, I am not a videologist, so
my prediction for next week, though, and then we got to wrap. You said I don't have much to talk about. This
I also said
go an hour.
I also said I was very tired and needed to go to bed. And then I know. And then you sat there and got my blood pumping, and it was like, okay, it's on. Let's go.
I predict great things. I predict an action-packed episode next week. I think we're going to get some intensity.
So I have gone out of my way not to look up spoilers and not to know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to know.
So when I've got some friends that have told me things, not this dude does this or this thing does this, more like you're not going to like this episode.
Yeah.
People I trust have told me I am not going to be happy next week. So I think, assuming it's okay with your schedule, I think we start at 7 p.m. next week.
Okay.
I
should be good to go.
I think we just go live and you just go, so what do you think? Because I think I'm going to be screaming a lot.
Okay.
And what's nice for all of y'all in the chat is when I start, as y'all have seen several times, when I start going and I stop thinking about what I say some really funny shit. So buckle up, Buttercup. Lee, you playing after this?
I think I may stream for a little bit, but I need about, 5-10 minutes or so to get some stuff set up. So
we got to teach you how to set up a stream midstream.
I can do it. I just don't. I hate committing in case I leave my studio. You got to do this, that, whatever.
You know how many times I've sat here and said, "Okay, everyone, thank y'all so much. I'll be back here in probably about an hour. I'm going to go, use the restroom, make a snack, all this kind of stuff, and I'll go lay in my bed, and it'll be like, let's just go ahead and cancel that stream."
Yeah.
Oh, so many times. Now, I every single time I've canceled a stream, I've needed to cancel it. Yeah. But laying there in my cold bedroom, because it's 64 degrees in my bedroom right now, makes it very, very easy to cancel streams. Lee, thank you so much for being here, man.
Appreciate you, sir. Thanks for having me. I love these discussions. Sometimes I feel a little lost because those details, you got them a lot better than I do, but I'm enjoying the show.
Can you imagine if I had read the book again in the last 2 years?
We'd be talking until midnight.
Yeah, we wouldn't have time. Well, and the thing that would really suck is there'd have to be a big old thing on the bottom of their screen here going, spoiler.
Yeah.
Chat, thank y'all for being here so much. Y'all have a great night. Lee, I will see you in a week.
All right, buddy.
Hopefully this time next week we're not screaming at each other, ready to kill each other, but we shall see.
Sounds good.
Have fun playing, bud.
All righty, we'll do.